Welcome to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin. The segment of the news is sponsored by Leica Mobile. In sports, Trinidad and Tobago has been selected as the venue to contest the region's premier one-day competition, the Regional Super 50 tournament in January next year. The competition, played alongside the Regional First Class Series last year, will now be staged separately as a Super Series, The Guardian reported, citing a source close to the West Indies Cricket Board. The newspaper did not name the source but disclosed that the decision to stage the Regional Super 50 separately was based on the fact that the WICB was no longer hosting the Regional T20 tournament. It's believed that the Trinidad and Tobago Cricket Board has been able to secure sponsorship for the series, swaying the WICB to send the tournament to Trinidad and Tobago. The TTCB is reported to be finalizing a deal with a government body to take care of the funding of the tournament, and matches will be played at the Queen's Park Oval. The format of the tournament is still to be worked out, but it is expected to be played in two groups, with the winners and runners-up going into the semi-finals, leading to the championship match. Most of the regional stars are expected to be available for the series, since the tournament will be played at the end of the West Indies tour to New Zealand later this year. West Indies head coach Otis Gibson says he wants to see an improvement in the quality of pitches for future editions of the Limacol Caribbean Premier League. Gibson's comments echo similar sentiments by observers and commentators during and after the LCPL, which climaxed in Trinidad and Tobago last Saturday. Jamaica Talawas defeated Guyana Amazon Warriors by 7 wickets in a low-scoring final to secure the first ever LCPL trophy. Throughout the series, there were just 11 totals above 150 in 24 matches, while there were 4 below 100 from teams who either set totals or failed to chase successfully. And I quote, "It's something that the board is looking into right now, and hopefully by the time this tournament comes around next time, not just this tournament, but the time the international tournaments come around next year, we can see a marked improvement in the pitches," said Gibson. He says the fans deserve to go and see cricket played on better pitches, and it will only improve the batsmanship that we will see in the region. However, the Windies head coach said overall he was impressed with the LCPL and believes regional players will benefit from the experience. "It's been a good spectacle," Gibson said. Left-arm swing bowler Santoki, named player of the series, ended with 16 wickets, while the energetic Cotterell picked up 8 wickets for the Antigua Hawksbill at an average of 21.75 and an economy rate of 6.44. 3 Caribbean countries had advanced to the quarter-final stage of the World Youth Netball Championships, scheduled to climax its preliminary round yesterday evening. Jamaica, Barbados, and Trinidad and Tobago have already secured places in the round of 8 after playing 4 matches since the start of the tournament at the Emirates Arena last week. Barbados assured themselves of a spot after defeating Papua New Guinea 45-35 and following victories over Singapore, Republic of Ireland, and a loss to England. Trinidad and Tobago confirmed their place with a 56-36 victory over Northern Ireland. The victory was Trinidad and Tobago's third in as many preliminary round matches after they whipped Bermuda 47-31 and ran past Malta for a 69-32 triumph a day later. However, the Trinidadians went down to New Zealand 77-16 in their 4th match on Tuesday. Jamaica, however, remains the only undefeated Caribbean team in the tournament. They notched up win number 4, defeating Wales 72-49 to top a Pool C with 8 points. The victory has earned the Jamaicans a quarter-final spot against the second-place team in Pool B, Trinidad and Tobago. Washington is making a push to host the 2024 Olympics. DC 2024 President Bob Sweeney announced yesterday the formation of a no-profit group aimed at making Washington the first American city to host the Summer Games since Atlanta in 1996 and the first to host an Olympics since the Winter Games were held in Salt Lake City in 2002. And I quote, "We are the safest and most secure city in the world. The largest expense of any Olympic Games is security, and the fact that we have got it pretty built into our everyday life here in Washington, we would leverage that asset tremendously to put on this high-profile event," he says. The bid has a long way to go. Washington was one of 35 U.S. cities to receive a letter from the U.S. Olympic Committee to gauge interest, and Sweeney expects about 10 to step forward as serious candidates. The USOC hasn't even decided for certain that it wants to bid for the 2024 Games, which will be awarded by the International Olympic Committee in 2017. "They need to make sure there is a strong horse to ride," Sweeney said, "and we certainly intend to be that." Los Angeles, which hosted the 1932 and 1984 Olympics, Philadelphia and Tulsa, Oklahoma, have announced their interests. San Diego wants to host a cross-border Olympics with Mexican neighbor Tijuana. Other potential 2024 contenders from around the world include Paris, Rome, Doha, Qatar, and a city in South Africa. Washington made a push for the 2012 Games a decade ago and was thought to be the favorite to be the U.S. representative, but the USOC chose New York instead. There was concern at the time that the Washington bid was tainted by hearings held by Congress in connection with the Salt Lake City bribery scandal, the thought being that the IOC would not want to put the Olympics in the city where its then president, Juan Antonio Samaranch, was grilled by lawmakers under oath. You are watching Caribbean Affiliate News. We will be right back.
5 million customers use Leica Mobile for affordable international mobile calls, connecting over 2.5 million mobile calls daily, helping our customers stay in touch with their loved ones, whether they be in Asia, Africa, Europe, or the rest of the world. Every 5 seconds, a new Leica Mobile customer joins our growing family, helping you to make affordable international calls across the world. Leica Mobile. Call the world for less.